Hey guys, as you can see, I'm standing in a forest and I've got a wee buddy with me here. As you can see her there, she's sitting there enjoying the view and listening to the birds. She loves birds, she loves attacking birds. But anyway, we're out here anyway, and I've got another free weekend. My wife's actually away in a hen do, so we decided, we'll just do a wee wild camp. I was going to call it a solo camp, but it's not really a solo camp now as I've got my wee dog Pepper. But as you can see, this is our campsite here. That's the tent that I'm going to use, and where it's lying is where I'm going to camp. And that tent there is actually the Vango Banshee 300, so it's a three-man tent, but realistically it's only for 2 people and their gear. And it can be tight enough at that, but you could fit 3 in it, but it would be really tight, so I use it as a 2-man tent. But it's only me tonight and Pepper. And that is probably one of my favourite bits of kit, that actual tent there. It's so light, it's very compact, and I have that tent from, I think, 2012, so it's 6 years old, and it's been all around the place, all over Ireland and the UK, and I've had lots of people borrowing it, so it's more travelling than I am, that tent. One of my scouts actually last year took it and done a whole trip across Scandinavia in it, so it is far better travel than me. And our plan tonight is, set up the Vango Banshee, show you what it's like, take you in around it and show you my setup inside, which is going to be quite simple. I've sort of rushed it tonight just to get out, just want to get out into the outdoors. There's no real planning, just threw stuff together and got out here. So my plan is tonight, get the tent up, get my sleeping gear laid out, ready to go, gather some firewood, prep up for the fire and get the fire going, sit down, have a couple of beer and a wee late supper, and that's pretty much my night. And tomorrow, because it gives decent enough weather tomorrow as well, I'll maybe get some bushcraft done tomorrow. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. I'll do a wee, I suppose, scout to the area in the morning, see what's available to me, where I'm going to be building shelters or bivvies or doing fires or cooking something different, or we'll see what happens. And that's really the plan. I'm just sort of winging it this weekend. I have nothing planned, so whatever happens is just sort of on the hop. So I'll do an RV video once I get the tent up and take a wee tour around the tent then. Cheers. That's the Vango Banshee 300. As you see, it's not a huge tent. Now, it's a great tent for all conditions. See, even on the mountain and that, again, it's great in high winds and stuff. The way she's designed with a low end to high end, so the wind will, it's very aerodynamic, so the wind will chisel up over it if you obviously put the low end into the wind. Again, I don't have to really worry about that in the forest because I'm already sheltered anyway, so that's no big issue where I pitch it tonight. But on the mountain, obviously you'll pick a better location for where to pitch it to make it more effective in high winds. But that's pretty much the Banshee, and it says 5 minutes you have that up. It's really quick and handy. It's only 2 poles and you peg it out. And I keep the inner attached to it at all times, so it literally is, I just put on the poles and peg it out, rather than trying to footer and put the inner on after, because the inner and these can be quite awkward at times. Not overly awkward, but just more footery. I only take it off when I have to dry it. So that there's the Banshee 300. If you're looking at a wee cheap tent, as I said, I've had in a long time. I got that for about 120 quid. They're probably in around 120, 140 now for the newer ones, and I highly recommend these tents. Brilliant tent. Now we'll do a wee tour inside the tent. There's the essentials, a lock of beer there, my Smithwick's, my favourite eel. Then look, she's a pile of ferns and stuff in, and pine needles and everything brought in with her. So that'll be her wee bed there. That's my bed. There's a sleeping bag, and then it's just a blow up mattress, and they're about a 3-inch girth in each one of them bars. Very easy to blow up, a couple of minutes blows that mattress up, and hey presto, that's me set for tonight. And that's inside of that wee tent. Again, plenty of room in around that wee tent. So yeah, definitely, I can't say enough about this wee tent. If you're looking at a really good tent, Vango Banshee is brilliant. Generally, most Vango tents are brilliant anyway. So, but there, that's the Vango Banshee inside. That's all set up. That's the fire sorted, and I've got enough wood there to do us for tonight. And I've got a wee chopping block there beside it. There's a stump of a tree. And there was nothing really special that lighted it. Just, as you see there, it was just a wee flint, and literally it was just a wee flint and some of my own fire lighting kit, which is just a lot of wee bits of shavings and stuff that I've had, and everything is bone dry at the minute in the forest. I've loads of stuff here to keep me going. Everything's bone dry, so it doesn't take much to start. Tomorrow maybe we'll do a wee bit in fire lighting or something. We'll see what way we'll do it. We'll do a video of some sort. But that's us really set up, and we're going to sit down here, sort of sitting down here, and we have a couple of beer. She's a wee bottle of, a wee tub of water, and she's got some treats there, because she loves these treats. I don't know, but she goes mental for them treats. And we're going to chill out, sit down, and I'll get an hour wee video later. It's not completely fully dark here at the minute, but it's not far from it. It's 10 near enough. I would say an hour, 15-20 minutes if it's going to be really dark. But it's not even that late, but I'm actually quite tired, and I'm a very early riser. She's over exploring. So I think rather than stay up late, I think I'll just go to bed and have a good sleep, because I am a really early riser. It's like 5:30, 6 o'clock I'll be up in the morning. Gives me plenty of time to do stuff in the morning, so I'll go get into bed. I'll say good night and that when I'm in bed, and then that'll be me to the morning. We'll see what we do in the morning, so we'll just let this fire die out. Safe enough there. The rocks around, so it's not going to spread, so it should be grand. Well, that's bedtime now. As you can see her, she's there's a wee fly in the tent, and she hits flies as well. I think it's just like hitting a fly. She hits birds, hits flies, and she follows them around by sound, and if we're lucky we might see her snapping at it. But anyway, that's us ready for bed, and hopefully tomorrow's a good day, and we hopefully can do some bushcraft, and till then, good night folks, and thanks for watching so far. Morning time. It's just before 8 o'clock, about 7:15. Bit of rain through the night, as you can see, and this morning. So, plan is to get the fire on and get a cup of coffee, I suppose, the main thing. She's already looking for the toilet. And we'll take it from there. Here's our first project anyway. So where the fire was last night, I've dug a hole, and it's approximately about a foot deep. There's all the soil from what I dug out. And we're just going to create a little oven, and we're going to put something in it and cook it, and that should be lunch. And while it's cooking, I'll get my coffee on, and that'll be good enough for me to have a wee sit down. As you can see there, I've gathered up the rocks, and then just lining my fire with rocks. That's a fire lit, and all the rocks in, and there's plenty of sticks in there. I'm in the middle of the rocks and around the rocks and top of the rocks, and I'll just keep feeding that fire and keep burning away on it for a good hour, maybe 2 hours. I'll make sure that the rocks are completely heated before we move on to the next stage. So that's the plan anyway. So I have a couple of hours to kill, so I'll just go further about here. So this is breakfast, guys. I've just got an old battered mess tin that I've had for years, and it's just sitting on the fire with some water so I can get the most important thing in the morning, a wee bit of coffee on brew. And my breakfast is actually an Irish favourite, or it's an Irish soda bread. It's very popular obviously in Ireland. It's an Irish bread, and I don't know if you've ever had this stuff before, but it's just like a type of scone, I suppose. And I'll just cut that in half and put a wee bit of butter on it, and hey presto, lovely with coffee. You can toast them, fry them, whatever, but I'm just putting them fresh with butter on them. Another thing there that I have is marshmallows. You can't have a wee campfire and not have a marshmallow, I suppose, so I might just do a toaster of marshmallow along with breakfast. A good healthy breakfast. So that's my breakfast. This is another part of the forest here. As you can see, there's lots of ferns. There's a good lot of fallen trees. There's lots of stuff about there. It's near enough the perfect place where you want it if you really wanted to build wee shelters, lean-to shelters or debris shelters, or with anything, any sort of shelter. Really, as I said, like there's lots of moss and ferns. There are ferns there that you could use to cover, to waterproof it as well, and there's lots of there's lots of trees, dead trees and branches and spars and everything lying about. It wouldn't take long to build a shelter in here, so maybe that could be a video in the future, because there is all the materials that you need here really to build one. So maybe build a bivvy in the future. The seat, yeah, the wee dog is just chilling out in the seat there, having a wee relaxing time. That's a chicken wrapped and coated and ready to go into the fire once it's burnt down a bit and I cleared out. Fire cleared out with the rocks. They are piping. That's a fire. Look, the rocks are piping the fire out. I've gathered a bunch of sticks there. You'll see what this is for. Now all I have to do is put the chicken in and surround it with all the hot rocks. As you see the chicken's in there, the rocks are all around it and whatever. Now what I do is I just use these branches that I've collected and start stacking it over. So that's it covered there now, folks. Now all I'll do is put the soil and that on it and stop all the smoke coming out and escaping from that pit. And then that should be the oven ready to cook the chicken. That's the chicken in the pit. So now you'll have to wait and have some lunch. Have to wait a couple of hours for this to be ready though. So that's the tent down. And as I say, most of my videos, or actually all my videos, I live by the leave no trace ethos, where I take everything down and make sure everything's away, so that leaves a small impact in the places where I wild camp or do any outdoor activity. And again, it's just a matter of picking up your rubbish and leaving things back the way they were or near enough to that to the point that you found them, and that's really all you can do, and that's what I try to live by, and I try to encourage people to do that as well. There's it uncovered, the muck taken off the oven, and you can still see it is extremely hot. The soil and everything's extremely hot, so I'll dig on down and see what we get. There's the sticks, soil and the cover and everything removed now, just to take out the hot rocks, and they are still pumping warm, so that's a good sign. There's the pit emptied, and look at that. That is cooked to perfection. So I'm going to cut this up, put it into my wee soda bread there, and have a good feed, fill in the hole, and again leave no trace, no rubbish, no nothing. Bury the hole and cover it up as best I can to make it look natural, fit in again, or what's around me. And then it's probably time to go home, but that's what you get. That is cracking. Right folks, that's me. That's our wee day done. That's where the fire was. Let's see, directly behind me there. There's the stump that I was using to chop on. It's all filled in, as you can see. Leave no trace at all anywhere. So that's what I try to do. And that's me finished. That's chicken in me. Really good, tasty. If you've never tried that before, give it a go. Again, you don't have to do it exactly the same way I did it, but there's that many ways that you can do it. Again, you don't have to use the plastic, you don't have to use tinfoil, you can use all natural stuff. But again, as I said, I like to try not to use natural stuff unless I really need it for a situation. Because the same, like if I take groups out, again, if we're building me shelter, I said it before earlier on, we use all dead stuff. Only if we're going to be staying in that night. You want good waterproofing, so then we'll use all the real stuff. Living stuff and ferns and stuff, and it's the same principle with this. If I don't need to use leaves and stuff and I can use tin foil, same thing. But you can use all our stuff if you want to have used it. It does work. So that's us. Again, everything's cleaned up. I keep telling people this. Leave no trace. Very important. I believe in it. It leaves this area beautiful for somebody else to come and use. There's no mess. You wouldn't hardly know I was here. There's wee traces here and there, wee chippings and that here and there, but again, that'll disappear and the place will regenerate within a week or two after me leaving. So that's pretty much it. And if you have enjoyed this video, enjoyed the wee bushcrafty cooking bit and even just the camping bit, subscribe to my channel and give us a wee like. Thanks.